Happy Halloween, everybody. How's it going? Chilling here with
Hey,
Krish. Chilling here with Krish for a watch party. Krish, thanks for coming through.
no worries, man. Happy Halloween. Happy
Happy
Halloween to
Halloween.
everyone who's watching along with us at home. Let me turn my phone off, making noises in the background. So unprofessional of me.
Yeah, because we're total
There we go.
pros.
Oh, yeah, like a $10,000 studio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I've got like
invisible
five people working for me.
my invisible paycheck that comes every month is that validates the work I put in.
Yeah, the visible paycheck that comes in the same envelope as my white privilege check.
Mine's been extra late. Mine's 41 years late.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on it. It's like, yeah, I go down to the post office every day and ask if it's arrived, and they tell me no, not yet.
I'm like, this ain't exactly what I was told about my skin color, but whatever. I was
Oh,
told
look!
it.
I said a minute 15 in, and we've already got the thing shut down. That was pretty good.
All right, well, that might not be the only thing that gets me shut down, because all
Yeah,
right, I have a public domain movie ready to display on the screen here, right? Right.
yep,
It says it's public domain, but we're gonna test the waters.
yeah. See
Night of the
how?
Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead, 1968. It's supposedly public domain, so
Yeah, but then YouTube can be total assholes.
uh, yep, they sure can be.
I'm not saying they're going to be. I'm just saying prepare yourself.
I, I am prepared. I'm not saying they all, let's see. Like I said, test the waters, right?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen this one before? You never
I
said
have
you
not
said you
seen.
said you never saw this one.
No, I have
Me,
not seen this one.
same here, same here. And it's a classic. It's a
Apparently, yeah,
classic.
this is
Hello,
the
Panda
classic.
Power. Panda Power.
Hell Panda Power.
How you doing? Thanks for coming
Thanks
through.
for coming in. Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
But instead of me having to put the movie link in the chat, we're going to be showing it on the screen. And
Fingers crossed.
if anyone wants to come through and do the Mystery Science Theater bullshit with us, you're more than welcome to.
I need like a voodoo rattle and like a dead chicken or something to hold above the computer to like ward off the evil spirits or something.
Those evil Google spirits.
Yeah, the evil YouTube bots.
But let's say we got this thing running.
Let's get it going.
Alrighty.
Uh, when we're ready, are we ready now?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. Can you hear everything? Everything's coming through fine?
Yeah, yeah.
Let us know if everything's good on your end, Panda Power.
Yeah, please let us know. Or if there's any sort of roboting.
Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces of this movie. Okay.
I
Thumbs up, thumbs up. All thumbs up from Panda Power. Thank you, Panda Power.
thank you very much, Panda.
But like, this was the first zombie movie, right?
I'm not sure of the legacy of it. I just know that it is like the iconic movie. It's like this is the movie you have to see if you are a horror and zombie fan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For all the buffs, for all the horror buffs, you have to have seen
Yeah,
this movie.
or even like a first-time indie filmmakers and stuff like that.
He says, "Mystery Science the hell out of this, please."
If you want us to rip into it, I can rip into it. I can sit there sitting like, are we going to
But what
start
if
falling
I-
asleep before anything happens?
But what if I like it though?
I
mean,
could be.
I can Mystery Science Theater the shit out of movies I even like. You know?
Yeah, for sure. It's a drive-through graveyard. You drive up, they open the boot, they take the body out.
They ought to
You
make
drive
the
around to the
date
other
of time
side, you get a
change
little urn
and
full of
save summer.
ashes.
What?
Well, it's 8
Do you want
o'clock,
fries
I'm
with
still
that?
right.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugs
Panda
you,
Power
Johnny,
says,
you wouldn't
rip
do it.
away.
A wonderful in a scene like this. You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't
I see
make a
this
trip
dude
like
here in the
this.
suit, if he goes and gets like lost in the bush or lost in the forest or
Yeah,
whatever,
Candy left.
he'll be able to like start a fire with his
No.
like glasses.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't.
Like he could
You know,
start an
I don't
entire
even
like
remember
forest
what the
fire
man
with those
looks like.
glasses.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours
He
to
also
drive
looks
it
like
forward.
he's gonna get killed.
Mother
within
wants
the
to
first
remember,
2
so we
minutes.
trot 200 miles into the country and she
Either
stays
that
home.
or he
Well,
looks
we're
like,
here, John,
yeah, like
all
if
right?
this was real world, he looks like he'd be the guy who is the killer.
Back on? Oh. Ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen, we're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problems.
He's definitely lactose intolerant.
Yeah, he needs his ear medicine before he steps out of his car.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with the radio. Must have been a station.
Yeah, he does look like
Was
fucking
it in?
Buddy Holly without the pompadour.
yeah. Buddy Holly, yeah. But like you see around the like there's a few scenes there. I'm like, what's wrong with the camera? Why is everything like looks like they've smeared as much glycerin on the lens as they can?
Well, I also wonder for a movie that's such a classic, how the hell did this end up in public domain?
I think
Yeah,
you
it's
can claim
probably
to
over
hear
time,
yourself talk.
and nobody
There it
like
is.
try to renew the rights to it.
Yeah, I'm just saying for a classic, you know, you wouldn't expect such a classic to.
I think that like
fall into
after
the
a
wrong
certain number of
hands.
years, a certain number of years, the movies become. I think it's
I wonder
after
what
like
happened to the one from last year.
78 years or
This year
something
we
like
spend
that.
good
Then
money on
movies
these
will
things.
become.
We come out here and the one from last
public
year's
domain.
gone.
If
Well,
people
the flowers
don't,
die.
if people don't
The
like
caretaker
try
or
to
somebody
copyright
takes
it,
them
right?
away.
If you don't trademark
we'll
it
spit
or
and
something.
polish.
I think you
Clean
can't
this
just
up.
copyright it. Even if
Sell
you
it
hold the
next year.
copyright, if you don't do
Wonder
anything
how
with
many
it,
times we bought
then
the same
it,
work.
yeah, you lose the copyright.
This girl, she looks like someone I actually knew back in high school. But no, I didn't go back in. I didn't go to high school in 1968, which is
Hey,
even
come on,
funnier.
Barb. Church was this morning, huh?
I'm gonna say the Sony Vegas Pro film flicker effects over the top is pretty good.
It's a classic.
It's a classic, yeah.
Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh? Come on.
I haven't seen you in church lately.
Well, there's not much sense in my going to church.
You know what?
Praying
Now
to
Do you remember one time when
Sorry?
we were small?
I
we were out
realize
here?
why I don't like this guy.
It was from
already.
right over there.
He
I
looks
jumped
like my
out at you from
sister's
behind the
ex-boyfriend.
tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boy, you be them to hell." Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
You're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
That polka dot tie is a bad idea.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
But this is
They're
what,
coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
what I told Darth Haster
He'll
and I
hear
was
you.
watching
Here
this.
he
He
comes
kept
now.
saying that line.
I'm getting out.
Johnny.
Oh, we're already getting zombie action?
Getting zombies straight away. Oh, right into the zombies. Nice. They don't bury the lead, do they?
I also noticed it's not nighttime.
It's not. It's the middle of the day. That's an interesting idea. It's also a lot cheaper to do. Because in these days, they wouldn't be that easy to do.
Wow, Johnny hit his head.
The guy they got to do the acting for the zombie, like, it's not typical zombie, but it is still like. If a deranged guy like that was coming at, he hit his head on the what?
The zombie hit Johnny's head off like one of the tombstones or something.
Does that mean that Johnny's going to come back as a?
Ed coming up.
Is he going to come back as a
Stupid
zombie?
Stupid Ed.
It'd be funny if he gets shut down for the ad.
The zombie didn't bite him or anything.
No, but we don't know what the zombie rules are. This in like the first few minutes has had like almost all the zombie like tropes. This zombie is smarter than most zombies. Most zombies aren't smart enough to go and get a brick. Well, that's just how she rolls. Optic Racer. How cool, you can see it.
Hello, Optic.
It's public domain.
And yes,
You get to watch with us.
thank goodness for public domain stuff.
Yeah.
Run, bitch,
I like
run!
this zombie. Sorry?
No, she was running. I said, run, bitch, run!
You mind if I turn the volume down just a little bit? If the people in the chat has a problem, let me know and I'll turn it back up. It's just I was having a bit of trouble hearing you.
Oh, me? No, I was roboting a little bit.
I still was having trouble hearing you over the over the movie.
The volume? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But if anyone in the chat, if you're having trouble hearing it, I'll just turn it back up and I'll struggle through. I will survive. Hey, hey. You brought a knife to a zombie fight.
Like at this point, but like at this point, would she even know what a zombie is? Would she know what a zombie is?
I suppose no. This is first zombie movie, so it's not like she has any reference. But still, she did bring a knife to a zombie fight. For all we know, with the zombie lore in this movie, that maybe knives are like kryptonite to zombies. She just holds it up, and he's like, and pulls away. That was an interesting attempt at a cheap jump scare.
Yeah, deer heads. Oh, whoa! You just saw a zombie,
Thank
and
you.
deer heads are gonna scare you.
Yeah. But it wasn't for to scare her. It was a jump scare to scare us. That's why it was the camera jumping around from.
What's up, Sentinel?
Watch it in Technicolor.
But yes, thank you, Optic Racer. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. That's good to know.
The blonde bitch here is hot. He's okay.
Yeah, she's not too bad, I guess. I would say she's a little bit like a big forehead, but okay, if that's what you like.
Oh, yeah, Sentinel. I was saying she looks like some girl I knew from high school. She must have been like her granddaughter or something.
Inherited the same big forehead. Hey, little Sentinel.
Yeah, thank you, Sentinel. Stand the power. Optic Racer. Anyone else I missed that came through? Happy Halloween, everybody. Wait, so the black dude just casually walked through the zombies with the tire iron in his hand?
And then comes to the door, pushes her inside, and locks the door behind her. And nothing's wrong with this. She's not not worried at all.
No,
Just been
he
attacked
just-
by a zombie, but this dude, okay.
This pump out here locked the bare key.
He didn't have to run or anything. He just casually walked through them.
Bare key.
Zombies don't like dark meat.
Are you saying zombies are racist?
Try this.
I'm saying the zombies have a very specific dietary requirement.
Bunch of racist. That was a Key and Peele skit. Racist zombies.
Do you live here?
I would like to see the idea of it's a zombie apocalypse movie, and the only people who survive the zombie apocalypse are like the homeless people because they smell so bad that the zombies wouldn't eat them.
We've got to get out of here.
Oh, is there another ad coming up?
And I had a pop-up ad on the top. I don't see
I'll see if I can find
a ad pop up on the timeline.
How nice is it of these scumbags to put ads on a fucking on a royalty-free movie?
Yeah, or they would make it a gouge of every buck they can get. Ooh, we got dripping blood.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Greatest, most holy holiday ever.
Yeah, just gonna let that guy raid the
What's happening?
is it fridge?
What's
It's like an
happening?
old-fashioned fridge or something.
Uh-oh.
These zombies are actually really quite smart.
two of them.
They also don't look very
Two of
zombie-ish.
them out there. Have
They
you
just
seen
look
any
like-
more around here? I can take care of those two.
They just look like was
They just look
methed up.
They just look like drug addicts. Yes.
Yeah, methed up homeless people. Okay, so let's look at this. They're not zombies. They're just methed up homeless people.
That have eczema.
That's a little bit of okay. This methed up guy came up to me. They smashed out the windows of the lights on my car, so I jumped in with a tire iron. Like, you didn't try to talk to the guy first? No, I jumped in with a tire iron.
They had me and this white lady trapped in the house. Okay,
And that guy,
I will have to say, throughout the years, they definitely stepped up on the zombie look.
yeah. I've seen better zombies.
Yeah, they just look like crackheads with bad skin problems.
Yeah. It's just a goth guy with like indigestion.
No nudes of the actress? That sucks. OJ would be proud.
OJ would be proud.
Yeah, Tifa in that show.
$10 if you lick the end of the tire iron. And now I've killed one of them. Like, it's easier to kill more. Man, this is this neighborhood.
That was a zombie in a bathrobe. Wow.
There was a
Never
meth
seen
head
it.
in a bathrobe.
I never saw a zombie in a bathrobe before.
Because they're not zombies, they're meth heads.
We're in now.
I mean, it's just a bad area they're in.
So
They're
there
just
should
like
be
meth heads.
Night of the Living Meth Heads.
Yeah. And this should be them just talking about how like she got duped into buying a house in a bad area.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at it. So you become a zombie by looking at it.
Oh, maybe if it's making her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. So what is he going to throw the dead meth head out to the other meth heads?
Oh,
as
do
like
they
a
eat
warning?
their own? Do they eat their own?
Yeah, this is the warning to the others. Hang on.
That dude. Oh, these dudes do not look like zombies, man.
They look like fucking drug addicts. And that's proof. There is proof that he's a drug addict. All the drugs in his system have made him flammable. Because normal people don't burn like that. So I've been told.
But they're zombies.
Or they're just like, whoever cooked their meth didn't cook it that well, and it's sweating out through the...
That one guy was apparently buried in his bathrobe.
More lights on in this house.
When I die, I want to be buried in my bathroom.
Yeah, it's just
You might as well be comfortable in the afterlife.
bury me what I died in. That's basically what he said to his fucking family.
And she plays with that knife, like the sharp edge of that knife, a little bit too willingly. Hey, like is she trying to slice her fingers up?
Sorry, I guess he's gonna just start making makeshift weapons.
Why doesn't she take the knife with her and fiddle with the sharp edge again?
Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to
You're
try to
afraid.
work out.
You just walked past them.
I'm going to board up the windows and the doors. You understand?
Can't be that
We're
afraid.
down right here. We'll be all right here
and
till someone
killed
comes to
like
rescue
2
us.
of them and set
But
one
we have to work
afire.
together. You'll have to help me. Now I want you to go in and get some wood so I can board the place up. Do you understand?
It's almost like he knows something, right?
Okay?
Yeah. And like the way he sort of let that one on fire, and it just like as if he knew that just flicking a match
Trying
into
to
the guy's
use it.
stomach.
Oh yeah, it's like he knew the formula.
Yeah.
He's one of them. He's in disguise as a human. He's one of them.
Isn't she supposed to be doing something like boarding up windows?
Well, no, this was 1968, so every woman had to act petrified of everything.
I'm pretty sure he told her to like go board up the windows or something.
Remember, this was the era before strong women.
I'm sure the black dude asked her like go get something to board the windows up. But I suppose, yeah. Can't expect much from a 1960s woman.
Other than just
I'm sorry,
shrieking.
man. I don't care who you are or what's going on. Like, when it's a life or death situation, if you're not help, you're fodder. Like, we'll
Yeah.
nail you to the front door and let them eat you.
Yeah, you're bait. Use you as bait.
Yeah.
If you're not going to be carving up a steak to impale one of these things, you're useless.
Pretty much. They help somehow.
Like, get a lighter and a fucking can of hairspray at least.
Yeah, you can break down afterwards. Right now, you need to survive.
How many dozens of dollars do you think this movie made?
How many dozens of dollars? I don't know. Did it? I probably didn't make any money. You probably found that it was only like well after.
A cult classic. This became a cult classic. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's a cult classic. Nobody really ever made any money. Like maybe like the actors became somebody afterwards.
Yeah, this room looks pretty secure. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors.
By the way, has this woman said a goddamn word since she's been in the house?
Pounding their way in here. They're afraid
She's
now.
mumbled a couple of words, but he's had more dialogue than she's had by far. Like she's essentially said nothing and stumbled around.
And been looking at the floor the whole time.
Yeah. A little bit disappointed with her.
You know,
She's not a strong woman.
Seaman's Diner.
No, definitely not.
Oh. Chris. Chris, you there? Chris dropped. Let's see if we can get him back. Sorry for the interruption, folks. Chris dropped for a second. Let's see if we can get him back. Let me message him. Oh, maybe his internet dropped. That could be it. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to take a little intermission here. A little unexpected intermission. I guess I flew too close to the sun trying to show the actual movie instead of just putting the movie link in the chat like I normally do. We'll see what happens. In fact, I will do this right now for everybody. I will drop the movie link in the chat. Get it up and annoying Ed. And I will put the link in the chat. What's up, Wookie? How you doing? Okay, I put the movie link in the chat. Night of the Living Dead. We were able to have it on the big screen for a little bit. But technical difficulties wiped that out. And if YouTube has a problem with me trying to play a public domain movie, you can give me a fucking rusty trombone because no, you ain't doing that to me.
Sorry about that. I got no idea what happened. 1 minute I was there, and I'm sitting there chatting away. I opened up another tab and Googled how much this movie made. And then the next thing I know, I said how much the movie made, and I'm like, that's interesting.
Oh.
There's no response. I went and had a look. It's like, oh, I've been kicked out.
No, I didn't touch a damn button. I didn't touch a damn button.
And I'd say, yeah, I don't just imply that you did, but I don't know what happened. I'm reloading up the share of everything. I paused it. I don't know if you need me to wind it back a little bit.
Well, I also threw the link in the chat for everyone that was saying like intermission. What happened?
Yeah. I just want to make sure that I'm going to get rid of everything else other than this that's running, so I don't accidentally close shit that I don't need. That is that, yeah, and yeah. So the only things that open are these two things. Yeah, no worries.
I thought you were getting hit by a storm, like most people were getting hit with storms, and everything was fucking up their electricity.
No, I thought it's quite possible that I've clicked on the wrong thing and closed on the wrong thing without even noticing it. Yeah. Deepest apologies if I did. That was a total screw up. But do you want to hit play from here, or do you want me to wind it back a little bit?
Yeah, just keep it
You
running.
can just keep it running. You tell me if you need it jumping back. I can always jump back.
Scattered through the air like bugs.
But it doubled its money. This
We were
movie doubled
riding in
its
the
money.
Cemetery.
Really?
Johnny
Yeah.
and me.
It cost like 114,000, and it made like 130,000, 230,000.
All right,
We
is
came
that
to put a wreath
box
on my
office
father's
or
grave.
is that like
The total grossing US. That was
And
total
he said-
grossing US.
box office?
Candy.
Opening week, box office opening week was like
We
5,000.
didn't have any.
So like I'm guessing
And-
it made its money.
As a VHS rental, probably.
Yeah,
It's
probably as a
hot in here.
VHS rental
Hot.
or something that you bought like out of a magazine, like your horror magazine sort of thing had a bunch of video
And he said,
movies and
Oh, it's
um,
late. Why did we start so
laser
late?
disc.
And I said,
Holy
Johnny.
shit.
if you'd gotten up earlier,
I would not be
Yeah.
surprised if this movie was on Laserdisc.
You know what's funny about Laserdisc? I always hear that brought
And
up
I
like
said,
once every
"I'm not
5
afraid,
to 6
Johnny."
years. Once every 5
And
to
then
6 years,
this
someone
man started
around me will
walking
bring
up
up
the road.
Laserdisc.
Yeah,
He came slowly.
people got their fingers crossed.
and
It's
Johnny
still
kept
going to be
teasing me and
collectible.
saying,
It's still going to be
"He's
worth
coming
something
to
one
get
day.
you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it." And then Johnny ran away. And I
And she's
I
crying
went to
about
this
Johnny.
man, and I was going to apologize.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I looked up, and I said, "Goody." And he grabbed me. He grabbed me, and he ripped at me. He held me, and he ripped at
Still
my
just
clothes.
sounds like a
Just
drug
calm
addict.
down.
Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me!" And he wouldn't let me go. He ripped. And then Johnny came and he ran and he fought this man. And
That's
I
why
got
she wasn't
so
saying
afraid.
much.
I
She was
ran.
saving up for this
I
moment.
ran.
Yeah.
I ran.
If I could be bothered,
Come.
I'd go and get the was it Kavanaugh
We have
hearings,
to wait for Johnny.
where they ask like, "What did he do to you?" and then cut this into it instead of that whole speech she just
And
gave.
he
Then
ripped
Go out
at
and
me.
get him.
he wouldn't let me
We have to
go.
go out and get Johnny.
I called out. I
He's
needed
out there.
help from Johnny. and he-
Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him. Please, we have got to go get Johnny. Please.
Is this one of those movies where the men are allowed to hit the women?
It was the 60s. I think it was still. I think he's gonna hit her anyway.
Like, I don't mean like closed fist, like I don't mean like, I mean just like a.
It's like that scene from Airplane. That's
There we go. That's what we're waiting for.
Oh, he did. She slapped him. He didn't even slap her. He dead up punched her.
Yeah.
He gave her the fucking right cross. Like, bitch,
You
calm
don't go
down.
like swinging. You don't like whether it's a slap or a punch. You don't go swinging on strangers unless you're ready to get knocked out.
That's the shot where you say, "Bitch, calm down."
Yeah. Now he's undressing her. This is getting worse. Hey, Wookie.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead.
With an intermission in between.
It's goddamn public domain.
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air
Equal
day and
left
night.
and rights.
This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their
And
resources
uppercuts.
to an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments.
This would be a great
At this
movie to
hour,
do like
we
a
repeat,
film
these are
theory
the
on.
facts. There is an epidemic of mass murder being
And
committed
like,
by a
the
virtual
people-
army of unidentified assassins.
Like the thing they're hearing on the radio is like just a radio play,
With no apparent pattern or reason for the slaying.
and that this guy's actually like they
They
didn't show you him like assaulting her and everything,
Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary looking.
but like he started
people.
undressing
They
her.
appear to be in a kind of trance.
Tommy,
Others describe them as
Hey
being
Tommy, how's it going?
jump in and watch the movie.
Yeah, hang out, watch a
We
movie.
got the movie on the screen, Tommy.
So,
We're big time now. We paid for the rights.
Oh, hell yeah. I paid $0 and 0 cents for this movie.
Well, that's what they're asking.
Reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment.
You paid what they asked.
So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police,
I'm sure Tommy's seen it.
emergency ambulances are literally dead.
Now this guy's gonna burn the house down.
Scene can best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh,
You better get that white lady out of the house.
along with the governors of several states, have indicated the National Guard may be mobilized at any
I
moment.
got you,
That has
Tommy.
not happened as yet. The only advice our reporters have been able to get from official sources is for private citizens to stay in their homes behind locked doors. Do not venture outside for any reason until the nature
What
of
the hell is he doing?
determined, and until we can advise what course of action to take. Keep listening, radio and TV.
Now he's gonna make himself a clan uniform.
This crisis develops thousands of office and factory workers are being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their homes. However, in spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to visit their families or apparently to flee just anywhere. We repeat,
I mean, this guy seems a little too well versed in these types of situations.
Well, he's probably from the hood. He did this last time they rioted.
There's zombies in the hood.
Well, the last time that they somebody got shot by the cops and there was a riot, he he had to defend his home. And I'm not sure that he's actually doing that much of a good job.
I got you, Tommy. I know you're still going through bullshit.
You chill out, man.
It feels like the living dead.
On YouTube. Listen to us talk about it. Yeah.
Following that meeting. This is the latest dispatch just received in our news.
Well, we seem to be more talking shit about the movie than watching it, but
Washington, D.C.
that's what we do.
Yeah. We're Mystery Science Theatering it.
Include high-ranking scientists from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. The extent of this latest meeting.
But this time we actually get to watch it.
Yeah, you get to have it actually on the screen. Oh, man. He's taken off the doors inside the house. You could use those doors to slow down the progression of the zombies if they do manage to get in.
Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and
I see they popped up a different ad on.
protection from the wholesale murder, which apparently is engulfing much of the nation.
What was that?
They popped up a hat ad on you.
A hat ad.
62% off the hats, whatever that was.
Yeah. For some reason, they think I'm going to want to buy hipster hats.
Zombie movies make me want to buy a hipster hat.
I nearly got myself a Trump flag. You know Trump.
They sell those in Australia?
Oh no, there was an app called Top Hatter where I go and find really cheap things that I can get there. And one of the things they had up for auction was a cheap, full size but cheap Trump flag. But it was the meme where Trump's standing on top of a tank with like the American flag faded in the background and like fireworks and shit in front of him. And I thought that'd be just like the funniest thing to out of nowhere, just have it as a backdrop in the on YouTube. It's like, yeah, this is my Trump flag.
He's finding everything so easy in this house that's not his.
Yeah.
Southeastern portion of Texas. Similar killings have been reported
She
around
just realized she's been raped.
but nothing like
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
You got Cosby? You think he Cosby her?
Oh, and these.
Well, no, Cosby doesn't like punch them and knock them out. He just gives them a roofie. It's a little bit further than.
Champagne. Champagne.
We gotta be all right.
It's just champagne, I swear.
There's a gun and bullets, food and the radio. Sooner or later, someone's bound to come and get us out.
What was his name? Was it the dude that was with Rihanna?
Chris Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown. Yeah, yeah, Chris Brown.
He's smacking bitches around like
Look, I
his
don't
name was
know if
Chris
you're
Brown.
Yeah.
I'm going upstairs now. If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up
You
there.
act
I'll be
up
down to
again.
take care of it.
You have again. You're gonna get more.
Everything is all right for now. I'll be
The
back to
speech that,
reinforce the windows and doors
assuming he
later.
has just raped her,
But you'll
the
be all right
speech
for
that
now,
he's
okay?
giving is quite chilling.
Okay.
It's like I'm going upstairs now, and I can hear if anyone is coming in.
Don't make me have to give you another vicious right cross again, please.
Partially devoured.
Yeah. He selected her. Good one.
But she didn't fall down immediately. She like looked at him before she dropped.
Yeah. She's sort of like that slow sort of
She
whack.
turned around and looked at him and then hit the floor.
She's sitting there going like, well, you know how to do me right, and she collapses. She's sitting there thinking, you could have just choked me.
He's dragging more zombie bodies through the house.
Consistent reports from witnesses to the
Yeah.
affected people who
Random
acted as though they
zombie
were in a
body
kind of
upstairs is a
trance,
bit odd.
were killing and eating their victims, prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims.
Bath salts.
Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases
That's
the killers
probably what it is.
are eating the
It's the
flesh
guy who
of the
invented
people
bath
they murdered.
salts.
Yeah.
Repeating
Florida
this latest
man.
bulletin just received moments ago
Florida
from
man.
Cumberland, Maryland. Civil defense authorities
Night of the
told
living
newsmen
Florida
that
man.
murder victims
Prototype
show
Florida
evidence of
man.
having been
Patient
partially
zero.
devoured by their murderers. Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they kill. And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report. It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you, reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation.
Zombie calling.
It is happening, and it would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
And that was good. That was a good idea. Leave it downstairs. It's an early warning system.
Uh-oh.
A radio.
Oh, the peoples. The
Yeah.
actual peoples.
Is true. No further details available at this time.
More not zombie peoples.
That one guy looked like Rob Corddry. You know that guy, Rob Corddry?
You mean you didn't hear the racket we were making up here?
I'm not
How
sure.
are we supposed to know what was going on?
That
Could have been
guy at
those
the
things for
radio.
all we knew.
That girl was screaming.
Okay.
You must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those
Yeah.
things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody ever needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there.
We thought we could hear screams, but for all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house afterward.
And you wouldn't come up and help.
Well, if there were more,
The racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Now, wait a minute. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice if you get your story straight, man.
Are you in cahoots
right,
with the
now you
zombies?
tell me. I'm not going to take that kind of a chance. But we
No,
got a
he's
safe
the guy
place.
who invented
We
the
look into a
bath
safe
salts.
place, and you're telling
He
us
didn't
we gotta
take
risk
them.
our
He was-
lives just
There
because
was the
somebody
guys
might
that he
need
was
help,
giving. He
huh?
was like
Yeah.
testing it on the
All right, why don't we
the local
settle this?
drug addicts in the area.
We can't.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Him
here.
and his
And he's-
son.
Now I
Him and his
suggest we
son.
all
I was gonna
go
say-
downstairs
I was
to
actually
one
going
of
to go a
those
step
things
further
on
and
the
say
radio.
his gay lab assistant.
the whole place boarded up.
Most of it. Other than-
He's very short, gay lab assistant.
You're insane. The cellar's the safest place.
I was
I'm
thinking
telling you,
father
you
and
can't
son
get in
bath
here.
salt.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were
Sort of
damn
like
lucky to
a
get away
Breaking
at all.
Bad team.
Now you tell
Yeah.
me those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood?
His wife and kids downstairs.
Breaking bath salts.
Well, I still think we're better off up here.
We could strengthen everything up, Mr. Cooper.
I think that interpretation of this takes a whole nother level to what's going on. To look at them as that's what their real story
You
is.
got a million windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them
Hey,
strong
those
enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as
Why
soon
is
as they know we're
everyone
here, this place is going to
arguing
be
with
called.
each other during moments like this?
Probably get us wherever.
Well, because he knows how many there are, because he's the one who gave them the bath salts.
The cellar, there's only one door.
I
There's
sold-
one door
I
that's
sold
all
8
we have
bath
to
salts.
protect. Tom and I picked this door, locked
I
it,
know, I
and
saw there's like
inside.
30 or 40 people I sold it to, so there's going to be at least 30 or 40 of them.
They were going to hit us next. You got a point, Mr. Cooper. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, there'd be no back exit. We'd be done for. We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
But the cellar is the strongest place.
The cellar is a death trap.
I don't know, Mr. Cooper. I think he's right.
You know how
This
many's out
movie
there?
is begging for a redubbing.
Look,
The cellar would be a death trap in a situation like
I'm going back down to the cellar, and you
Yeah,
better
you want a way
decide.
in and a way
I'm
out.
going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock
You
it
don't
again
want
no
like
matter what
only
happens.
one way in and
Now,
one
wait
way
a
out. You want
I
like
mean, unless you have
I made
like
my decision, now you make
a
yours.
fucking
Now, wait a minute. Let's
AK-47
think
with
about this.
endless
We can make
ammunition.
it to the cellar if we have to.
and food and
When you
water.
decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
You box yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it.
Yep.
At least up here you have a fighting chance.
Oh, did it stop again? Oh,
Yeah,
Fine,
if
go ahead,
you
stop.
if your house gets invaded by drug addicts, if you go to the basement, then you are trapped. However, the chances are they're just gonna want to get in and loot the place for valuables that they can sell for drugs. And we can prove this here because their hands are coming in through the gaps and stuff, and they're not really doing anything, but like going through the guy's
Oh,
pockets.
they're like lightly pawing at the door.
Yeah, they're
He's
lightly
slapping
clawing it.
their hands away like they're little kids.
Gonna pop one in the head. Oh no, through the chest.
Bullets don't work.
It's definitely bath salts.
It's all right.
You seen the guy on PCP get shot and then like keep running at the cops?
I saw a lot of PCP incidents. The
Is that
show cops was always a good thing for PCP incidents.
Is that a justified shooting, or are we going to have a whole load of zombies rioting down through the streets now? So peaceful protest. The zombies will just slowly. Have we got naked zombies?
Well, if there's zombie Al Sharpton, if there's like a zombie Al Sharpton, then yeah.
I just think we saw zombie tits. I think we just saw.
All right, remove the head or destroy the brain. There you go.
That's what she said.
You gotta fix these boards.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in that damn cellar. Get out of here!
Yeah, get out of here. We want less people to
Everything
fight
else
these
is up
zombies
here,
off.
too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here, and the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
The man's insane. He's insane.
He's insane, I tell you, he's insane.
Down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
Yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
listen, I got a kid down there.
He's back into beating around that bush
Couldn't bring her up
again.
here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those
He likes to
things
beat
smashing
them.
through the windows.
Well, you're her father.
Well, why do you beat around
Stupid
it?
enough to
Why
go
not just
die in
beat the
that
bush
trap, that's your
itself?
business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you.
Because you don't want to leave any bruises on the
Enough for
bush,
the
because
kid
then
that
there's
don't act so
evidence.
stupid. Now,
But the bush
get
should
the
be
hell
there
down
to
in the
take
cellar.
impact.
You can be the boss down there.
Yeah, if
I'm
you
boss
hit
up
the if you hit the bush directly, then like you're gonna bruise it.
You know, I won't open this door again. I mean it.
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we can.
With my help.
Let him go, man.
What's up,
The man is
Brad?
made up. Just let him go.
How you doing, man?
Wait a minute. Judy, come on up here, honey.
Do I see another ad
I
coming
let
up?
them get hurt.
They had a girl in the basement this whole time.
What? Oh wait, all right. He said my kid is in the basement, but what?
If we stick together, man, we can fix it up real good. There's lots of places we can run to up here.
So they break into the house and go, oh, by the way, this house we just randomly happened to bust into to try and get away from the
There's a
zombies
person in it hiding the entire time.
in the basement.
Whatever, in
wrong?
the Brad.
I'm not boxing myself in down there.
On the air day and night.
If the zombies don't get you, the cigarettes will.
Well, we're safe now. It's boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to
Oh,
stay
is
up
she
there
going
around.
to turn into a zombie? Is the kid going to turn into a zombie?
They're
So there have been
Two other
multiple
people
people
upstairs.
in the
Man and a
goddamn
girl.
basement of this fucking house
That's-
the entire fucking time.
He knows them though, because he's talking about the kid in the basement, and she's talking to him as if she knows him.
But wait, all right. Black dude running around the house, rummaging through everything,
She all right?
getting everything he fucking could find to fight these fucking zombies off.
Where'd you get
Did
the
not
bandage?
bother to open the basement fucking door.
And not only that, it wasn't locked. It was like it wasn't as though there was like a bolt across it and you couldn't open it from the outside.
Okay. Now I
Because
got
he
a
just
problem.
he bolted it when he went in, but
Now I
then
got a
that bolt
problem
wasn't
with
there.
this
We'll see who's
Now
right.
I got a problem with this movie.
We'll see.
This
When they come
dude
baby
was
me
running
up and
around the
down here.
house,
That's important, isn't it?
finding everything he could.
else to be wrong.
What do you mean
Did
by
not
that?
know there were people in the fucking cellar.
Does
Wow.
anyone up there know why they were attacked?
Whatever it is, it isn't just happening here. It's
You don't leave
some
the
kind of
panic room.
mass murder. It's going on
Chris,
everywhere.
this
Radio
zombie
said to stay
movie
inside.
Radio.
is now way too unrealistic
Radio
for me.
upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
not
That's what I'm
realistic.
thinking.
Nothing.
The zombie movie is not
They don't know anything
realistic.
yet, but
This
there's
movie
mass murder
needs
everywhere,
a
and
redubbing,
people are
a
supposed to look for
voiceover.
a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off that door.
You take the
We
audio
are
and
staying
take it
down
away,
here, Helen.
and
Harry,
then
that radio is
redouble
some kind of
the
communication.
dialogue and change
The
it,
authorities know what's happening when they'll send people for us to tell us what to do.
and make
How
it
are we gonna know
about
what's
a
going
bunch
on
of
if we lock
meth
ourselves
heads.
in a dungeon?
Okay, and when it comes to that point, this is the meth lab. This is where
We
they
may
cook
not
it.
enjoy living together.
Yeah.
but
And
dying
like his
together isn't
daughter
going to
is
solve
like,
anything.
she overdosed
Those people are our
accidentally,
enemies.
not knowing what she was eating. She thought it was blue candy.
Look at Wookie. Wookie says this movie is perfect. Shut your mouth.
Tom, if Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Oh, fuck.
Will you do it?
I mean, this movie is perfect. Who doesn't have a random it's a hot chick in their basement? I mean, that's where I keep my random hot chicks.
Okay, open up.
Oh my god. All right, Chris, wait. Can you pause this for a second? Pause this for a quick second. All right. So, fucking guy. He busts into this house. He goes through every single fucking cabinet he can find. Every single closet he could find. Every
He's taking.
single dresser
Hang on.
drawer he could find.
He doesn't have enough wood to board up the doors around the outside and the windows, so he starts taking off the doors. He's like, he gets a hammer and a screwdriver out of a drawer and starts taking off doors because there's not enough wood to board up the external doors and windows.
Does not bother to open the fucking basement door.
No, doesn't like. No, who cares about the basement? You don't need the basement. What could
That's-
possibly the basement where you'd store things like wood
That's
and
really
things that you could use to
That-
like board up windows.
that's really irking me right now. That's really that gets my goat. I don't like that. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick 2-minute intermission. Let's play some music for everybody.
Hang on. Give me a second.
Let's play some Let's find some royalty-free music. to play for everybody.
I'm just trying to find something that I might have that's royalty free. It's not necessarily good music. Some of the music I've got that's royalty free is pretty terrible.
Okay, I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Can you hear this? It's not playing. Probably not playing. Hang on. I'll jump back to here. Yeah, there we are. What's happening in the chat? You got plenty of wood. Just ask your doll in the basement. Yeah. You got to give her that wood. And say you keep her up. Keep her rigid. Or is it vice versa? I can never remember. No, neither of us have seen this movie before. Get another nasty day of cleaning. Damn, that sucks. Roof leaking, cold and damp. God damn, tell me that's a pretty shitty situation.
Okay, sorry for that.
I found a song that we can use for intermission though, but I don't think I can play it unless you share it.
Oh no, I'm back. Unless you need to take an intermission.
No, I'm pretty good for the moment. I'm pretty good.
Okay. Sure. Okay. They'll keep it running.
Yeah.
But that's so stupid. This dude was running through the house, finding everything he could.
Yeah. I mean, I can sort of a little bit understand that the people in the basement hear all this shit going on upstairs, and they're like, maybe we should just stay down here, and they don't find us,
I'm
and they
talking
move on.
My whole thing is him running through the house trying to find everything he could, but did not run down to the basement to find anything. That's my gripe.
Yeah, that's what I definitely have a gripe with that. That's a little bit sort of like the basement is where you're going to find everything you need.
Basements, attics, and garages will always find implements. You will always find some sort of implement of destruction in those three areas of a house.
Yeah. You'll be able to find everything you need for makeshift weapons and barricades. That sort of stuff is in the basement. That's where you're going to keep that sort of stuff.
Or the attic or the garage.
Yeah.
Those three areas of a house are always perfect for finding that sort of stuff.
But then he had a chair that he could use to barricade doorways, but he chose to instead set it on fire and roll it out onto the sort of the front porch area and set it on fire.
I'm saying, like, what if say there was, I don't know, fucking machete in the basement?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Garden cabinet in the basement. That'd be the thing. You do a zombie movie, and they're running around with like bits of sticks and wood and knives to try and protect themselves from the zombies. And then eventually they go into the basement right at the end of the movie, and they find that there's a gun cabinet in the basement this whole time.
Yeah, and then you could title this movie "The World's Biggest Morons versus Zombies."
Yeah. And they're constantly running around the house trying to find things like desperately going through drawers and cupboards and stuff.
What the fuck
I've got all the bottles. I've got all the wine bottles, and I can use them to hit the zombies with.
Well, what the fuck is the downstairs? How do I go
down?
How do I go downstairs? What is this thing?
What if I trip and fall? It's better if I just stay here.
And deal with zombies, yeah.
Yeah, there's much more sense. Everything's fine. Should we jump back into the movie?
Yeah. Let's.
If
How
this
much
little
is-
girl doesn't
how
turn
much
into a
is-
zombie and kill
how-
everyone, I'm going to be pissed off.
There's what, like half an hour left, by the way.
Let's have a look. We can bring that up easy enough. What's that? A
Yeah,
bit over
yeah,
half
yeah.
an hour, yeah? About 40 minutes or so. Oh my god, Brad. Yeah.
My brother was killed.
God damn.
Hey, give me a hand with this
The doll of what?
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
He said don't read it out.
Don't read that. Okay, whoops. Just forget I did that.
Yeah.
This girl needs to get punched in the face throughout the whole movie. You're useless. This lady's useless.
That would be a good, like a parody version of this movie. That like she's constantly like, oh, no, I don't know what to do.
Gets knocked out left and right.
I'm so shocked, and then everyone just turns around and punches her in the face. Like,
Don't be afraid of
you do the scene, and every time it comes
I
for her
know.
to do her lines, someone
Henry's
just like
wife.
steps in and punches her in the face.
Wait, what did I do?
This place is ridiculous. Look at this. There's a million weak spots.
I don't know what I did.
Give me one of those.
Her brother was killed.
You know,
Is
it's
the
like
fireplace still lit?
you've
Because the
seen
fireplace is still lit. You don't want to use up matches to smoke cigarettes.
you've seen Airplane, right?
And they talk about these
A long time ago, yeah.
Or remember the lady was flipping out in the chair in her seat on the plane, and everyone was lining up to smack her on the face. Like they
Yeah.
were shaking her, trying to calm her down,
Why don't
and
you
they would
do
smack her in
something
the
to help
face.
somebody?
And then there was someone behind them ready to do the same thing, and then there was a whole line of people ready to.
Here I have it. Drag
So
it
Yeah,
out
you
those
redo
chairs
this.
together.
You redo the scene where she's laying down and the girl, the other one, the dark-haired woman, sitting on the chair, and she lights a cigarette up. She looks across at her as she leans out of her seat and just punches her in the face. As she gets up, and there's a line of people standing behind her, and then like the next person comes and sits down and waits for her to wake up. So she wakes up, whack,
Play with the rabbit here.
and then the next person.
reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this? Shut up!
In all parts of the country. The wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably
Grisly
frightened
development.
and almost incoherent.
Very
Officials
grisly.
And newsmen at first discounted
So grisly you can't even bear it.
descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the
That
unburied
guy that was
dead
buried in the
are
back
coming
row
back
was
to
really
life,
pissed off.
seeking human victims.
Yeah.
It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began,
What about the person who was
radio
buried
and television
naked?
was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed. We're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Emergency meeting called this afternoon by the president. Since convening this conference of the presidential cabinet, the FBI, Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA has not produced any public information. Why?
The guy looked around the house and got everything he needed, but then the pump is locked. I'm sure if he just keeps looking, the key will just turn up.
Shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering? Newsman Don Quinn.
Radiation-based zombies.
It's obvious. Our best move is to try to get out of here.
How are you going to get over to that pump? Look.
You're coming from a meeting
You know,
regarding the
this
explosion of the Venus.
bald guy.
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
Why
There's a
everyone in
definite
these movies
connection.
has to have a guy like
Definite
that
connection.
bald guy.
In other words,
Hey, what are you doing?
radiation on the
Hey,
Venus
why are you
globe
doing
and
this?
all these
I'm an
causes
asshole.
with a very high degree of radiation.
Just a minute. I'm not sure that's certain at all. I don't think
Another
that's
person that
anything
can be
you're
thrown out and
sure we
used as a
have-
human shield.
In other words, it is the military viewpoint that the radiation is not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until this is irrefutably proved.
Everything is being done that can be done.
We'll have to hurry for our next meeting.
You noticed that,
Professor, you feel that
shit,
there is a
though.
definite connection between the
Everyone in these movies has to have that guy. Carl Weathers, a Predator.
I thought we decided
That
was
fucking
not-
guy in Shaun of the Dead.
Was the satellite, when the
That
satellite
dickhead
was
with the
exploding,
glasses in Shaun of the Dead. Everyone in these movies has to have that type of guy.
Could have happened.
Have a bearing on it.
I'm just thinking that this could be what we're seeing here
Will there be a-
is very reminiscent of the CNN
We'll
COVID
be
coverage.
replying
Yes.
later this afternoon.
We can't deny or confirm anything until we know everything about nothing, and then we know nothing at the moment, but we do know everything that we will know something eventually. We will do everything possible to possibly do something that we might do eventually.
Rescue stations and doctors and medical supplies. If we could get care in there, we could get help for her.
No, it's one of the world's foremost authorities on space science and technology.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
Any moment.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. And Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong.
How could we possibly get away from here?
I had that same horrible haircut when I was in the first grade.
Out of her head, 3 men, and the place is
Yeah, but that
surrounded.
guy's not in the first grade.
No, he's not.
Dr. Grimes,
First grade is like your excusable.
That dude's an adult.
very hard to find some
Yeah.
solution to
It's not an
these
adult
things that are
haircut.
happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any
Beaver
way.
Falls.
We don't know yet what
Did you see that?
complications might result from such an
How bad has your kid been hurt?
Good advice, Doctor. Now, how about the basic
How is this really a classic?
Look, you go down there and tell
Rookie, how is
Yeah,
this a
you tell Judy to
classic?
come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
It's one of those movies where you watch it and you think, you know what, I could make a zombie movie too.
We had a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs.
Dead set, eh?
Did she ask for me? She hasn't.
Because Romero is a genius, that's the only thing you have to say?
understand. Baby. It's Mommy. I heard.
That's the only
I'll come
reason.
back down as soon as I find out what they want.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judy.
I mean, it's the bare bones of a good
The body
movie.
should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
And this is an older
How long
time.
after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
I mean, yeah, but
Only
I've
a matter of
seen
minutes.
older movies than this that were way better than this.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't
Made
give
more
them time to
sense.
make funeral
Had more.
arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and
I mean, I'm not
burn.
hating it. I'm
They
not
must
going
be
to say I
burned
hate it.
immediately. Soak them with gasoline
Yeah.
and burn them.
I ain't going to be a
The
dick and
bereaved
say
will
that I
have to
hate this
forego
movie.
the
Definitely
dubious
not.
comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just dead flesh. And
It takes a lot for me to hate a
We gotta need
movie.
you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
We need some bottles or
Has
jars.
that woman had any lines so far?
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
I don't know, but she's hotter
I'll look for the
than the
bottles.
girl that got
There's a
punched in
big
the
key
face.
ring down there.
Oh, yeah.
The key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check.
It'd be great if her like her character's name in the credits is random girl from basement.
Come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave the
Girl
door
with no
open
words.
someplace.
Yeah, that's right.
Mute girl.
Gotta be
There
this
you go.
door.
Mute girl.
It's closer
Mute
to the
girl.
truck.
Yeah.
Before we go, we'll put some supplies behind the
And the other white girl, her
I found some fruit jars in the cellar.
what's it?
And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas
The
pump out
first
back.
girl that we saw. Her name in the credits is Punching Bag.
I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
You're it then. You and I'll go. We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door. You can go upstairs and toss the cocktails from a window. Tom, you and I will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board it up because we'll have to get back in quickly. After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck.
I'm starting to think Black Dude is in cahoots with the zombies. 'Cause I think he's setting everyone up for something.
He's setting them up.
Yeah.
He's preparing the smorgasbord.
He controls the zombies, I'm convinced.
In
Mute
cahoots.
girl. That's mute girl.
Yeah, mute girl.
You always have a smile.
Never trust a mute girl with a
How can
pair
you
of
smile
scissors.
like that all the time? How many do you have done?
God damn it, is she really mute?
Tom, are you sure about
Oh
the
fuck,
phone?
she's not.
Okay,
Oh my god, for a second there I was convinced.
I was starting to think she really was
I can
because she just
call the
looked at
folks.
him, right? She just looked at him with a dumb look at first, yeah.
Everything.
He's giving dialogue
we
and
get to
talking
Willard,
and giving
we'll
his
call
part
them.
of the
They might even
conversation.
be there.
And she's not saying anything is it like a normal
know.
person would?
Yeah, she just
And
gave
then-
like a one sideways look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom,
And I'm sitting there like, okay, maybe
are
we
you sure we're
maybe
doing
we're
the
making
right thing,
fun of her
Tom?
for being
What
mute and
about
she
getting
really is.
Yeah.
Are we
Well,
really
the
bad people? Oh
television
no,
said
she can
that's the
talk.
right
It's
thing to
okay.
do. We've
It's
got to
okay,
get
we're
to a
not
rescue
that
station.
bad.
I don't know.
Come on, honey. You're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
But why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck. And I
Actually,
can
you know
handle
what?
the-
Now that I'm thinking
You know
about it,
anything about
my
this
first
stuff.
grade haircut wasn't nearly as bad as that.
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're safe now. But there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know.
Do you remember like the old push bike helmets they had in like the
Hey, listen,
was it like the 80s or something?
remember when we had the big flood?
Oh yeah, Wookiee. I imagine that. Yeah, it definitely took some balls to have a black lead character back then.
Remember we had to
Oh,
go
yeah.
to Willard then? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do
You
something.
too, Tommy. Actually, it's not Devil's Land. It's Halloween now, Tommy. Happy Halloween, Tommy.
Happy Halloween, Tommy.
I just don't want you to go out there.
Good
that's
hearing
all.
from you. Good seeing you in the chat.
Yeah.
Smiley.
Talk to you soon, man.
Boy, you're showing no use at all, are you? We've got work to do.
Thanks for stopping by in the chat.
Definitely thanks for stopping by.
Are you gonna make sweet zombie love? Sweet zombie apocalypse love.
Yeah. Giving her the rotten sausage.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
She's right. You have to go downstairs now. Just
This
for a little
bitch
while.
is still incoherent.
We
Jesus
can all leave.
Christ. Snap out.
Maybe she's simple.
Yes.
Maybe she's like, maybe she's disabled.
Snap out of it already.
Maybe she's on the spectrum.
Alright, Wookiee's like, come on, she's hot. Yeah, but she's still gotta snap out of it, man.
Yeah, she's not that hot. Her hotness is not outweighing her.
I know, exactly.
Later, Tommy.
Later, Tom. Random Brown, the fuck? Stay home.
Be well and stay hard. But if you stay hard for more than 24 hours, seek medical help. Sorry, I was just reading the side of a packet. He's talking about the other girl, not the dumb one. Yeah, the other one is very hot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's hotter than Red Cross girl.
You ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss him.
She's hotter than the girl that you got to Red Cross to fucking snap out of her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nearly set the car on fire. That would have been good.
Maybe it would have. It exploded him.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to get away. I got a feeling this guy is like a Walter White, and that's why he knows how to make Molotov so well.
All right. Call me crazy, but I think one of these people in the house is in cahoots with the zombies.
Go on.
Like, yeah.
I'm going with you. Get back in the cellar. No, it's too late.
Oh yeah, that's really great. Go and get in everybody's way. Oh shit, I've been locked outside. Oh shit.
Come on.
If you're coming, come a chameleon. Like for how it's shot and stuff like that, and how it's all put together, it's not a bad movie. I mean, like putting aside the logic flaws and the stupidity.
Oh, I mean, I know. I'm sure if I was a kid in 1968 and I saw this, I'd love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, open flame next to the petrol pump's a great thing to have.
Come on. This key won't
That's their
work.
master plan.
What's the torch?
Yeah, that like, wow.
You gotta get away from the pump.
Pump is fucked. Yeah, that ain't gonna help.
Hang on. Now, turn your twist to get out of the truck.
She gonna blow.
Let's get out of here.
She's been duck slapped.
My jacket's gone.
Yeah, Wookie.
Oh yeah, I saw there was a color version of this, but I didn't know how it. I saw there's a
You
color
don't want to
version.
get busted doing the color version just because it was colored.
Wait, would they can't actually do that, can they?
I don't know. I don't think so, but YouTube are finicky bastards.
This fucking guy. This dude looks just like Rob Corddry. He looks like he could have been Rob Corddry's grandfather.
Well, like, if you're going to leave the guy out there, you kind of have to commit. Like, if you had just kept going into the basement and locked the door and left him out there. Oh, he had that coming.
See, the white lady only got
Drag
one
you out
part,
there and
so
feed
she's
you
got
those
like
things.
8.
Dude's wearing a lot of eye makeup. Oh, that's an explosive way to go. They got a roost on tonight. Come one, come all. We got barbecue. Enough barbecue for everybody.
So who was in here? Dude that was with the bald guy.
The young guy with the weird haircut.
Yeah.
And the really hot chick.
Oh, that's where it gets gruesome because they're entrails,
Yeah.
intestines and shit, and fucking. They're eating all the goodies.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was supposed to be the really, really gruesome part. Okay.
Yeah.
So far, that was the only really, really gruesome part.
Yeah, pretty much that's it so far.
I wouldn't even call that gruesome.
Yeah. For the time, I guess it was pretty bad.
There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Oh,
Assuming
only
everybody's
10 more
not dead.
minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
Well, Mad Hatter got to her.
Do you know anything about this area at all? Is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You're going to carry that child a mile?
Shut up,
I can carry it, kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
He died within the first 5 minutes.
Bit her on the arm.
Oh yeah, the little girl's gonna turn and kill
What's
everyone.
wrong?
I'm calling
What
it.
kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You're going to turn it over by yourself?
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I
It looks
know,
like a
but
lot of
where
cuts.
is it?
Yeah.
Editing was the best.
I wonder if they fixed that in the colorized version.
Good Lord.
He's not going to spoil it.
You're not going to spoil it. Okay, that's good.
Good looking, Wookie.
Being monitored closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis
Flesh-eating ghouls
will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls. This one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan.
The ghouls.
Now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command
They got themselves a posse.
We're going to get an anti-zombie militia going?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Zombie lynching, man. Zombie lynching.
as explaining that since
Oh
the brain
yeah.
of a ghoul
Oh
is
yeah.
activated by
I'm
the
just waiting to like they pan across one of the guys is in like a white hood with the nukes in his hand. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Wrong group.
Anti-zombie militia.
No, we're all right.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want to get
Here,
up
shoot
again.
these motherfuckers around the face.
Is there the guy literally with a pitchfork in there? I swear there's literally a guy with a pitchfork.
There probably was. There probably was.
Chief, do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
Well, we killed 19 of them today right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned
around the goddamn face.
Nobody was in their window. We heard them making all kind of noise. We came over and beat them off, blasted them down. Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot them in the
Well,
head.
sure, there's no gun for them. We're gonna shoot them. We're gonna go. There's not for you ain't got a friend. Then we're gonna friend. If you have got a friend, we're all that way. Shoot them in the
How long
head.
do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow moving?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Well, in time,
They're all
would we wrap this up in 24 hours?
Well,
They're all
we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then we'll be able to give a more definite view.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardill, WIC.
I'm pretty sure Chief McCullen's
Thank you,
corrupt.
Bill, for that report. Official spokesman declined to speculate how long it may take.
I'm
to
pretty
kill
sure he's
off
on the take.
flesh eaters,
Someone's
as long as the
corrupt.
heavy rate.
Somebody here is corrupt.
Fuse box in the cellar?
I just think they're all dumb.
It isn't the fuse. The power lines are down.
That's also a possibility.
Heller, I have to get that gun.
That dude's face is.
I just hope everyone's not so dumb with that.
Dead already in the count of that guy. Take a look out that window.
What was that?
I just hope like if everyone's just dumb, at least one person better be corrupt.
We'll see. But these zombies have been pretty smart. Like Tool using zombies is pretty good.
All right, we gotta be nearing the end, right?
We can't be too far off.
Yeah, like 13, 14 minutes.
Yeah. Now this is one weird ass glory hole. Get over here, man! This glory hole is amazing! Come on! All you gotta do is you just make a little hole in here, just stick it in, and like it's.
All he has to do is pick up the machete that he ran into the house with. This dude had a machete with him in the beginning of the movie.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Helen, get this sucker.
Oh man.
Helen, now.
Run him out.
Fucking Jesus.
That woman's face was fucking priceless.
Yeah, shoot him, because really it's the only way to not. Yeah, okay, it was a smart move. Except for the fact he's about to come back from the dead. She's dead. At least he ends up in the cellar where he wants to wanted to be all along.
He's destroyed before he dies.
No, he's dead now. But from what I understand, he'll come back as a zombie in a few minutes.
I also noticed that they had that same dude from the beginning that looks like Solomon Grundy. I know you know the DC character Solomon Grundy. The same dude who
Yeah.
they've shown him like fucking 4 or 5 times.
She's back. Oh, baby, baby, don't kill me. Don't eat me, baby, baby. I used the cake slice to make slices of mom.
Oh. Okay, we get another gruesome scene. Wow. Oh, she's
Well, at least
not
they can
done.
all be undead together.
She's not done. She's that's definite overkill.
Hey, but they can all be undead together now. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
My bad, I've been slacking on the chat.
I've seen the riots in America. I believe it. Hey.
That looks like the original zombie from the fucking graveyard in the beginning. Not the little girl, the guy that walked in. The one that killed Johnny.
Yeah, that dude. He ends up here. He kept saying like, "Don't go in the basement, don't go in the basement," and he ends up in the basement.
Yeah, Johnny be good. Johnny be dead.
Johnny be dead, yeah.
These zombies also, they were moving fast in the beginning of the movie. They're not moving fast anymore.
No. And they were smart tool using zombies, and now they're not so.
Yeah,
They seem
they're
to be whenever it
they're
suits
getting
them.
less intelligent the more they show up. Yeah, Johnny Be Good and dead.
Good and dead. Well, I'm pretty sure he'll be dead next.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you were right. He came back as a zombie. Bald dude.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what they're saying, is that the zombie apocalypse is anyone who dies comes back a few minutes later. Little girl got bit and slowly died and then eventually came back. Now she's back. Trick is, do they keep coming back?
This guy would know.
Yeah, he's working with them.
He's the George Soros of the zombies? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. He's funding them. He's the guy that pulls up in a U-Haul van full of makeshift shields.
Zomtifa?
Zomtifa. ZLM.
Dead Lives Matter.
Dead Lives Matter. DLM, yeah. I was going to go with ZLM.
Post Lives Matter.
Yeah. Not alive lives matter.
It's about goddamn time.
Yeah.
And you motherfuckers should be spraying them from that helicopter.
Napalm. Death from above.
I know that wasn't the zombies, that was the Proud Boys there. Whatever these guys were. The zombie Proud Boys.
The good old boys. Zombie lynch mob.
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out.
You could do a whole new voiceover for this and have the whole section about these guys doing that. It has nothing to do with the zombie apocalypse. They just happen to be out here trying to hunt down runaway slaves.
Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
They'll only check in the office.
You can leave most of the dialogue the same.
We're going to stay with us, and everything appears to be under control.
Everything appears to be under control. It appears to be.
Yeah. It's gonna be funny if, like, the people who find him are like all racists, so they can't tell the difference between a black man and a zombie. And he ends up getting killed by the people who are looking for him. Like, they're all sort of standing around going, "Oh, you killed like a person. He wasn't a zombie." Like, yeah, he was. You saw him. He was charging right for me. Yeah, that's what I saw too.
Alright, well, it also depends if during a zombie outbreak, it depends on how racist the police are gonna be.
Yeah.
But he's hearing the police sirens, but he's hearing the police sirens. He didn't hear that fucking helicopter though.
Yeah, but then how close is he? How close are these people to the house? I mean, you're going to hear the chopper if you're going to hear the gunshots.
Ooh, that zombie got him right in the face.
Jesus, Edwin, get up here.
But like from the back. Oh, okay. So you got it through the head.
Build me a bonfire.
That's what you call a fatality.
You drag that out of here and throw it on the fire. Nothing down here. All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house. There's something there. I heard a noise.
Oh man, they are gonna kill the black guy, aren't they?
All right, hit him in the head, right between.
Oh man. Oh man.
Shot. Okay, he's dead.
Oh,
Let's go get
man.
another one for the fire.
Oh, holy shit.
Poor motherfucker.
And it wasn't even because he was black, it's just because he peeked his head through the window. Oh, I wasn't saying that it was going to be because he was black, but he peeked. Oh, or he could peek his head out the window. Oh my God. All he did was just slightly peek his head. Oh.
Yeah. Stay away from the windows.
What the fuck, man?
Run more quickly.
Get the fuck out of here. Man, the power. Oh my God.
Time to start looting.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You know what? Wookie? That ending of that movie made that shit 10 times more fucked up than anything else.
Yeah. I
Holy
think that's about it. There's going to be nothing more.
I know. I'm still just. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing more. There's no post-credit scenes or anything.
Yeah, it's not a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was fucked up.
Yeah, that was a tragic ending.
I thought he was going to make it out alive after everything he went through.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. I'm thinking that, like, yeah, they'll be like, there's someone in the house. Oh, look, it's a person. He's alive. There's a life one here. Look. And then they'll sort of, like, he'll be all, like, staggering out, and, like, they'll catch him as he falls, and, like, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But no, it was, he stuck his head out the windows, like, there, shoot him in the head. Got him. Yeah, throw him on the fire. He's dead now.
Maybe he should have, like, screamed, like, help, help, before he stuck his head out the window like that.
Yeah, but it seems like nobody in this movie was really saying anything, unless they were arguing with somebody.
Or punching each other in the face.
Yeah, but then that was kind of deserved. She kind of had, like, I mean, it was a overreaction, but, like, he could have just given her the backhand, and that would have been enough.
Well, even Bald Guy was a fucking idiot.
Bald Guy had it coming. Bald Guy,
like,
I was surprised that he didn't just he beat him the shit out of him across like into the other room. I'm thinking, why didn't just turn him around and put him up against the door, beat the fuck out of him, open the door, throw him out, and shut the door again.
What do you think, though? What's your final grade on the movie? Like, you know, you don't gotta go stars. Would you say thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs sideways?
I don't know. It's hard to sort of gauge with this sort of thing. I mean, for the year, it is an independent film. The first zombie movie, it has like that gives it sort of like a
charm. You mean, right? Like, it gives it charm, right?
it gives it a charm, and it sort of has, it gets props for being the first, and it gets props for for being the first people to do a lot of these tropes. I think the inconsistencies and glaring logic errors kind of drops it down quite a bit. So that goes from its pedigree and its heritage gives it a thumbs up, and then you start to turn towards thumbs down as you get more of that sort of bollocks.
I wouldn't say it was terrible. I wouldn't say it was phenomenal, but I understand, like, if you saw it as a kid and it was your introduction to a lot of stuff, yeah, I could see how it would definitely grip you, and
Yeah. Like if you're say like you're a young, like say around 13, and you
for the first time,
and like you have like a camcorder sort of thing that's your parents, like, family like that, to make family memory movies, and you could watch this. You could watch this and go, yeah, if that is, well, I could make that. I could do that with me and my friends.
Yeah. It kind of is that way. I'm sure this movie influenced a lot of people to do that within their lives.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I could see how it's from that perspective of it being an important movie, because it influences so many people. To make movies.
I'd give it a thumbs up. I know I was like, I was saying shit about it throughout the movie, but I always do that with every movie I watch.
Yeah, it has some pretty decent holes in it that are just sort of like, oh, come on. Like, but then it's not easy to just, how do you introduce characters in a realistic way?
Well, I also thought throughout that movie that girl was acting like such a coward the whole time that she would make some sort of brave stand.
She sort of did at the end, but she didn't really get very far. At the very end, she jumped up with a piece of wood and tried to help the other woman out.
And that's about
but
it.
That didn't really. That's it. Yeah. Then her character was just so like the sort of person you just put out there to be eaten so that you could run away.
But she lasted fucking.
I would be looking, like, if I was the black dude, I'd been sitting there going like, okay, we're going to get to the car, we're going to fill it up. A number of you people are expendable. You go at the back, the rest of us go at the front, and let's run. And then anybody who at the back that gets eaten, and everyone at the front that gets in, great. And then at a certain point, you cut off, shut the doors, and let the others get eaten as distraction so you can get away.
But Wookie, thanks for coming through.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah. I didn't mean to rip on this movie so much and offend you, but I don't hate this movie. I don't hate it.
I know, definitely don't hate it.
It's kind of like a good it's a good party movie. It seems like this is the type of movie that you could put on in a house full of people, and just sit there and watch and fucking just comment on it left and right.
Yeah,
like
you're gonna get like a carton of beer and a little bit of green, and have some mates around and watch the movie and have a laugh. Maybe a pizza or something. So you're roboting a bit.
Like Schindler's List, like party with your friends and watch Schindler's List. Can you really do that?
I don't know if that works.
Would that be a wise move?
I don't know, something like RoboCop. Hang out with your mates, watch RoboCop, have a laugh, have a beer, have a smoke, have a pizza.
Yeah. Total Recall,
yeah. Yeah.
Almost every Schwarzenegger movie. Well, at least 90s.
Yeah. So I used to, when I was younger, I used to really like Schwarzenegger movies. Now I find like his acting to be so bad.
There's worse actors than him. A lot of people say that.
There are worse actors. Oh no, because he, like, you know, that monotone, emotionless robot, that sort of
Terminator.
character that he plays, Terminator. Essentially, yeah, that's pretty much the only character he plays.
Well, you never saw Jingle All the Way? Come on. He
Yeah,
acted his ass off in that movie.
he was playing the Terminator with a I would say a middle of the road. Was it a human emotion replication algorithm?
All right. I'll ask you this: who's a worse actor, Schwarzenegger or Van Damme? Who's worse? Think about it. Think about it. Who's worse?
I don't know. It's a tough call because I think personally it comes down to which one of them is more. You know, it's who is more self-aware of their bad acting. The one who is more aware of the bad acting is not the worst actor. The one who isn't aware of their bad acting, which is hard to tell. Because at different stages of their career, they have been like at points of Schwarzenegger's career. You could see that like he thought he was a seriously like it was a little bit more serious acting than it was, and then same for Van Damme.
All right, wait, sorry. So I'll put it to you like this then, in order to get an answer.
Yeah.
Of all the movies you've seen between the two of them, who's the worst actor? You got to go with Van Damme, right?
I'm pushing that way, but I've seen the TV series that he did recently, where he plays essentially
I'm
a
not
version
talking about
of himself.
recent. I mean old school. I'm talking old school shit. Old school movies and everything you know of them from the beginning of their careers.
But that's what the point of this series is that it went through his entire series of acting and things and his characters. And Van Damme is worse. Van Damme is worse. Yes, he is. It's a tough call, but yeah, he's definitely worse.
Well, the other thing with Van Damme too is he was too drug fueled. Like Van Damme, he was on too many drugs. Like I gotta say, the only drug Schwarzenegger on was probably just steroids.
Yeah, he was a juicer for sure.
Van Damme was fucking around with a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah, he was a bit off his trolley. Catch you later, Random Brad. You gonna head out too?
Random Brad, thanks for coming through.
Thanks for coming in. He's going to go and see Panda Power's going to go and see The Crow later. That's a Halloween movie.
I love that movie.
I think there was movies in the cinema near me. It's just whether or not how it's far enough away for too far to go.
The Crow is probably my number 4. When I count down movies in my head, his top 5 is no problem. Crow is number 4.
The Crow, I did enjoy The Crow.
The first one. Didn't see anything after the first one.
Yeah, no, I think I saw some of the other ones and I wasn't as impressed.
But I'll wrap this up. I'm going in at 2 hours. This movie was only like fucking an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And
hey, man.
And there were 2 intermissions One from you and one from you and one from me. So.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but yeah, I didn't mean.
No, that's no problem, man. No problem at all. Oh, Pixels shows up when everything's closing down.
Hey, good timing.
What's
See ya.
up, Pixels?
We had an awesome chat on his stream. It was pretty good. I do enjoy having a discussion on a sort of metaphysical, spiritual basis.
Oh, on his channel.
Yeah.
Oh. But Pixels, we just watched Night of the Living Dead. We just Mystery Science Theatering it, but we were able to watch it on screen since it's a friggin' public domain movie. So that was cool.
It was a lot of fun.
But I'm gonna drop. See you later, everybody. Panda Power, Pixels, Random Brad, Optic Racer, Sentinel, Wookie, Tommy. Who'd I miss here?
Hell, Tommy, thanks for coming and hanging out.
Did I miss anybody here?
I don't think so. Was that you got Wookie, you got Tommy, you got Random, you got Panda Power,
and of course Krish.
Yeah,
my co-pilot for tonight. Thank you very much for coming through, man.
that's no worries. It's always fun doing these let's watch shows.
Yeah. It is. I got a kick out of it. So I hope you can come through for the next one, whenever I decide to do it.
Definitely give it a go.
So let's say peace out to everybody. Have a good night. And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Later, folks.